voting my political vocal cords. Around November of every year, we get our blue books. Advertisements encouraging people to register to vote interrupt my Spotify playlist. Ballot boxes sit on the curb in front of my local library. Celebrities encourage me to vote. Politicians are either glorified or scorned on the television screen in hopes that my views will be swayed one way or the other. Regardless of where one's opinion lies, voting portrays itself in a rightful urgency. Even though we live in an age of the public forum and social media, the power of my vote does not diminish. In fact, voting is the sole medium that makes my opinion the most heard. As I pursue my right to vote, not only do I have an official opportunity to voice my say in the country's decision-making process, but I can also express my opinion as privately or publicly as I want. Personally, I believe one of the greatest advantages of my vote is my right to be heard. When I mark down my choices on the ballot, I'm contributing to an ongoing debate that is greater than myself. In addition to having the right to offer my political perspective, the vote also impacts how I process the information I receive on candidates and propositions. Whether it's an online article or a magazine study, I have access to many resources that not only help me understand the weight of my vote, but also what my opinions could entail for the future of my district, my state, and even the entire nation. As I've grown to understand how my vote matters, I've realized how important it is to analyze my opinions and make an informed decision that best reflects what I want to see for the future of the country. In other words, my vote matters because it shows my official stance on issues that need a solution. Even though my perspective doesn't always align with the majority, that doesn't make my vote any less powerful. Many feel that voting isn't worth it when the outcome doesn't swing in their favor. But I personally disagree. When I see that my vote matched up with hundreds of thousands of others on the television screen, it makes me feel that my vote did not go unseen. In fact, there have been some cases where my vote barely won the majority, and I believe that it was my valuable vote that made that difference. Whether I'm in the minority or the majority, my vote guarantees that my perspective is represented and valued on the television screen every November. Another reason why my vote matters to me is the right I have to keep it as public or private as I want. I've grown up listening to family members speak of the fear they had when expressing their political opinions during World War II in Europe. If one was caught on the opposing side of the majority, they would either be imprisoned or killed. Propaganda kept people from expressing their true values. Even though others may not realize the advantages of keeping the vote private, the experiences of my family members have taught me that my right to keep my vote private gives me more control over my political decisions. Whether I'm voting in the safe seclusion of a voting booth or from the comfort of my own home, I'm grateful that I have a right to keep my vote as confidential as I please. However, voting equally provides the opportunity for people to share their voting decisions if that is what they choose. I am fortunate that the voting process is so personalized for the individual because then I can vote without the voices of others influencing me. Considering that my family members have sacrificed so much to be citizens of the United States, I believe that my right to vote stands as a powerful testament to them as well. As I've learned more about the power of my vote, I have truly defined how my vote matters to not only the politics of our country, but also to me. My vote has taught me the power that my opinions could have for the community around me, and I've learned how to translate my perspective onto the ballot. In addition, I now value my vote as a testament to the right of privacy we have in our nation. Without my vote, I would be living in a world that did not hear the power of my political voice.